now let's get into it. So this video is going to be a energetic reading of Red Velvet as a group. How are they doing at the moment with the current situation? And I'm also going to check their career, like what is there in store for this year, as well as some advice for them. And if they're going to have a comeback this year, let's ask. It will not be in that order, but let's get into it. So I'm going to take cards to see how is the group doing as a whole in the present moment. How are their energies? Well, a card just jumped. We have Temperance upright. So it seems like many of them are fine. You have the 2 cups right there, and one. Oh, let me play a bit up closer. You have 1 cup right here, and blood is going to the other cup, and that's supposed to represent. Cups are meant to talk about the intuition, meant to talk about emotions. So I wouldn't be surprised if right now they're all kind of in emotional state. Not like they're sad or crying in a corner as much as they're trying to. Again, I feel this is a healing moment. I mentioned that in my other video, and in this video it's the same thing. And then we have more cups. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. I feel that many of them are still staying attached to an emotional burden that they have. I feel that they're all individually dealing with their thing. Calm down, cards. Calm down. I feel that many of the members right now are at home with their families. I don't think they're dorming together at the moment. I actually don't think they're that close to each other in that sense. I feel that they will prefer to be. There's like this mutual understanding that they prefer to be at home with their families rather than being together. I do feel that they see each other as decent friends or co-workers they get along with, and they don't necessarily have this very united family feeling. But we have the High Priestess reversed, so it seems like many of them don't really feel empowered at the moment. It seems like many of them are not in tune with their intuitive side. They're not connected to that part. We have the 6 of Wands, so many. Hold on. Because usually the 6 of Wands means someone that feels victorious, someone that feels accomplished, someone that feels good about themselves. But it's right next to the High Priestess reversed. I feel that again there's some sort of they're not intuitively attached to something. The heart of the High Priestess is in a cage. I don't know if you notice right here. Boop. So I wouldn't be surprised if many of them right now feel some sort of like they feel trapped. The High Priestess is the moon, as you can see right there. Boop. So we have that Pisces. Let's see what else. So I don't really feel they feel victorious, and if they do, there's probably. Let's get a clarifier for that one actually. 6 of Wands. What's that mean? How does that apply to this present situation? Oh. I feel that many of them actually feel pretty happy that they don't have a project they're working on right now. That's why we have the 6 of Wands means some sort of happiness, some sort of victory, some sort of accomplishment. And we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And the Ace of Pentacles usually means the start of a long-lasting project. And so I feel that at the moment, the group does not have any plans of having a comeback. They don't have plans of being in variety shows as a group. And because of that, Ace of Pentacles reversed. And I feel that many of them are actually pretty happy about that. I feel that many of them in the group at the moment feel pretty happy to just be at home and relaxing, enjoying their time. Right now, I'm really thinking of Yeti and Joy are probably enjoying their time at home, doing nothing. We have the Strength card. So yeah, I feel like they feel more empowered being at home, just relaxing and enjoying their time, than to be constantly working in stuff. We have, again, the 7 of Cups upright. So I'm getting that many of them are actually enjoying all the options they have, all the freedom that they have at the moment. Even if they're just at home, just chilling with family, I feel that many of them are enjoying that time with their family. So now let's see the energy of their career as a group. So now let's check how their career is. Everyone woke up already, so if you hear background noise, it's because they're awake. And when I mean everyone, I mean my family. Anyways, so career-wise, what is the energy? So again, I kind of mentioned that they seem pretty happy that they're not working, so yay for them. We have the King of Wands reversed. So yeah, seems like at the moment there's no energy going towards taking action in having their career. I mean, here, in case you want to see it. So we have the King of Wands reversed. So yeah, that's Aries energy. No beginning energy for making towards their career at the moment. We have the Five of Cups reversed. So it seems like there's some sort of, because if you see it this way, it seems like there's some negativity going on. There's some sort of like losing hope because of all the darkness at the bottom of the card. At the bottom of the card. But I'm getting that since it's reversed, there's actually a lot of optimism going in the energy towards their career. We have Mars in Scorpio, so there seems to be this intensity towards their career. But it seems like at the moment they're all just relaxing and enjoying that time. So I don't think there's many thoughts or ideas towards their career. Let's see what else there is though. But now this is group energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of them actually feel devastated that they're not working, while others of them don't care. The majority of the group doesn't care. That's what I'm getting. They're just enjoying their time at home with family. Whoa. Okay, we got 3 cards. What the? Anyways, so we have the Hierophant. So it seems like it's just traditional for the group to not be taking that many comebacks right now. I feel that by the SM law of whatever they have, it is just normal that they're going to be seen every blue moon. So it's them not doing anything is normal at the moment. It's like they're just relaxing and enjoying their time, and there's nothing wrong with that, even though it may have just happened randomly and without much of an idea of how it's going to end, or without having much of an idea of where this is taking them. It seems like by the company standards, it was just to be normal that there wasn't going to be that many comebacks by now. So yeah, but we have the Tower moment, so it seems like even though, because the Hierophant is traditions, that's why I'm saying that. And with the Tower card upgrade, I'm getting that many of them or their career is going through a Tower moment, meaning that they're going to go through something very difficult, very different, shifting change. That's what I'm getting. And we have the Ace of Cups, so that shifting change will be affecting them emotionally. I don't see it necessarily being bad. I feel that at face value, you may think it's a bad thing that's going on, but it's supposed to be very beneficial. With the Ace of Cups, I'm getting that it's going to be a change that will benefit them. It's going to be beneficial to their emotional state. It's going to be beneficial for them to start anything new in a good emotional state, good mentality, mind state. That's kind of what I meant to say. It is going to be pretty intuitive in the sense that they're going to be following the path that they're meant to be following. Now, this is a group, so I feel that for some reason, I feel it's supposed to be individual stuff. I feel that the group is focusing a lot on their individual ambitions, their individual activities, their individual everything. So don't have much hope in having a group anything. Anyways, but we have the Nine of Cups. So I feel that career-wise, they're all reaching like beautiful garden, because the Nine of Cups is a woman that is standing in her garden. Wait, no, that's not true. I'm thinking of the Nine of Pentacles. No, forget all of that. So the Nine of Cups is this guy that seems like to be drunk out of his mind, relaxed and enjoying life, a dream come true, enjoying stuff. So I feel that with this Tower moment, at first at first hit it may seem like it's very overwhelming. It's not a happy moment. It's stressful. Am I recording? Just wondering. I am. Okay, good. Yes. And it's supposed to be a difficult moment for them to learn to follow what they have to follow, be back on the right path, be back where they were meant to be, in a sense. And that Ace of Cups kind of shows that they will be in a better state, in a better emotional place to be in. I'm seeing a lot of cups in here, so I'm not surprised since the group is very watery. There's Cancer energy, Pisces energy, and then Aquarius is an air sign, but it goes well with the Pisces energy.
Is it Cancer?
Yeah, because of all of Joy's Cancer energy.
Oh.
Isn't Joy's Cancer? Isn't Joy's Mars in Cancer?
I think it's a Mars and Venus, so yeah.
Right? Because I feel that Joy is very watery, even though she's a Virgo. Okay, we can talk about that next time. When we do individual readings, we'll talk about Joy's Cancer everything. All her water energy. We'll talk about it then. When is she going to be? Give me a second. And that's going to be very soon. Joy is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like the 5th person in my list, so who knows when I'll get there though. But she's up there. But anyways, going back to this. With the Nine of Cups, I feel that this difficult moment is going to be beneficial for them, and it's going to help them accomplish a dream come true. As a group or as individuals. Now, for some reason, I'm not reading this energy as a group. I'm reading this individually. I don't feel the group hates each other as much as I just feel that they are very individualistic in that sense. They're so... Even though there's a lot of water energy within the group, they don't need each other. Like, they don't heavily depend on each other to accomplish their own dreams. They're working together because they're learning from each other, but they don't need each other in that sense. Like, I feel at this moment they're all starting to think about their individual ambitions, and I think that's because of the type of leader that they have. Their leader is pretty ambitious on her own stuff, so that will lead everybody else to have that mentality as well. But let's check the bottom of the deck. We have the Page of Swords reversed. Communication is very difficult within the group. It seems like everyone has their own ideas, their own goals, and it may not be mashing well with each other's goals. There's not much overlapping, and that's why there's a lot of individual energy that I'm getting rather than a group one. And it seems like communication is also a bit difficult within themselves. That's how I kind of read it in the last video, because the Page of Swords came up. And for this one, I'm getting that that's also a big thing for everyone. Everyone seems to be hanging out with family, but there also seems to be finding themselves, trying to communicate with themselves, trying to heal that inner child, trying to communicate and reach themselves in that sense, trying to be in a good spot. So right now, it seems like many of them are trying to get their priorities straight. They're trying to find what they value and have a good understanding of what that is for themselves, what that means for them, what the future awaits for them is up to them. That kind of thing. They're like communicating in that sense. Well, let me leave that there. And now let's see what the year has ahead of for them. Let's see what's ahead of them. Is that the words I'm looking for? I don't know. So we have the Ten of Swords reversed. So it seems like at the moment, currently or earlier this year, that we're all in this Ten of Swords energy. So if you see, it's the guy with a bunch of swords on him, so he could be dead for all we know. Or it's someone that feels very burdened, someone that is overthinking a lot. That will be more of the Nine of Swords, but with this Ten of Swords is they have ended a cycle and it has left them thinking about a lot of things. This Ten of Swords could be them thinking that they're fine, everything's okay, but in reality it's not. There's still a lot of healing that they're going through. There's still a lot of things they have to think about, a lot of things they have to get straight in that sense. A lot of things they have to organize and communicate within themselves. I feel that that's kind of where they were earlier this year, and I guess you can all guess why. I feel that after a lot of things happened earlier this year, many of them are starting to think what are they going to do about themselves, trying to find a good spot for them. And then we have justice reverse. So it seems like a lot of them currently do not feel this balance, do not feel life is being fair to them. I feel many of them have not found a balance between the physical and the spiritual world, have not really found a balance between the emotional and not necessarily reality, but the present moment that they're in. I feel that there's some sort of imbalance within the whole group anyways. And that starts because they're not individually okay. Let's see what else. There's the cards are just flying. I like when the cards just fly. It makes my life easier. Less shuffling. And then we have the Page of Wands. So it seems like, but it's reversed. So there's still no plans towards taking action. Any beginning energy towards anything toward career wise or just in life. I feel none of them are really thinking of taking action, or I don't necessarily feel they're afraid of taking action as much as they're just not even thinking about it. So it seems like that could be the present energy, or that could be a bit later in the year. But we have Judgment, and it's so close to this cards right here. So Judgment shows that they're starting to hear that inner calling. They're all starting to hear what their spiritual side, their inner self, their souls is saying to them. They're all starting to hear that inner voice, or that is like, I want to do this, I want to do that. We have the King of Wands upright. So that's kind of funny. So at the moment we have the King of Wands reversed. So they're not embodying this energy. But it seems like later in the year, they're going to start embodying the King of Wands upright. So they're starting to take action towards their impulses, towards the stuff that they want. Because the King of Wands is baby energy, Aries. So they're starting to just follow whatever it is that they want, enjoying life for what it is, doing what they want. And I feel that career-wise, it could be that they're starting to follow, because we have the King of Wands right here. And all of this energy of finding themselves, and that energy of I want to do what I want to make my dreams come true, and being in a good emotional state. And if I feel that many of them rely a lot on their emotions, so if they're not emotionally stable, they probably won't do anything. As well as if they're very emotionally stable, they'll get everything done. That kind of feeling. So let's see, what do we see for the end of this year? That's great! We have the Sun at the end of the year. So after this Tower moment, after finally hearing what their soul wants them to do, finally following what they actually want to do, and starting the path and action towards that, they reach the Sun energy. So the energy of finally being happy and optimistic. I combine happy and optimistic, and I kind of want like happy. Anyways, so happy and optimistic energy, positive energy of anything is possible, everything's good. So I feel that by the end of the year, they're all... Oh, can you see it? I'll put it right here. Wait. I'll put it right here. By the end of the year, after having this Tower moment, being emotionally stable, making their dreams come true, by finally listening to their inner self, their soul, that side, they're going to make everything happen. They're going to be positive, happy. They're going to finally feel like justice is upright. They're going to finally let go of any burdens that they've had, any emotional things that they know is not serving them. When the Eight of Cups is reversed, it shows that you're attaching to yourself, you're being codependent, and you're in this energy that you know you have to let go, but for whatever reason you're still dwelling in it. And when it's upright, you're finally letting go of something that you know it's not serving you emotionally. So I feel like all of that will start turning into a positive for them by the end of the year as a group. But I feel this is for all of them, for sure, for all of them. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So it seems like they're going to be clinging into that positive energy. Like, just give me that goodness. Give me that positivity. Give me all of that good change. All of that faded, what's meant to be type of energy. That kind of thing. So that's what it feels like for them this year. Now I'm going to clear the table, and then we're going to ask, are they having a comeback this year? I don't think so, but let's ask anyways. Let's... Boop, boop, boop. Which cards do I want to use for this? What cards do I want to use for this? I'm thinking what cards I want to use. Even though I've said it multiple times, I'm telling you anyways. I'll use this once again. You feel like good friends right now. Bum, 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 bum. I really like that song. Anyways, so is Red Velvet having a comeback this year? I can feel a big no, but let's see what the cards say. Why is that, right? Red Velvet having a comeback this year. As a group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's 7. We can decide this with all the 7 cards. So we have the Ace of Cups upright. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the 5 of Swords upright. The Moon upright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's a yes. Okay. We have the Hermit reversed. Okay. We have the 2 of Swords upright, and then we have the 3 of Swords reversed. Well, okay. And I'm over here saying, oh, they're very watery group, all their emotions, and then I have all of the swords. Communication, ideas, bada, bada, bada. Let's see. So I feel that, are they going to have a comeback? Technically, yes. Because 4 of them are upright and 3 of them are reversed. And the more number you have upright, it's not number, it's 7 cards. The more, I usually take 3 because that's how yes or no questions work. But 7 just kind of flipped on their own. So we're going to take all 7 of them. It's not that bad. Well, I am back, everyone. If the stage, I guess you can say, the setup looks a bit different is because the last part I recorded like 12 hours ago, over 12 hours ago, and now I'm back. Woohoo! The moon is up, time to get back to work. So, if I remember correctly, we left on the part if Red Velvet was going to have a comeback or not this year, and we had a yes, since 4 of the cards are upright, or looking the right way. I don't know how to explain it, but that's technically a yes. 4 out of the 7 cards are upright, and I'm going to go more in depth with why that's the case as we go through each card. And I feel that it will be a toss-up and a bit difficult for the comeback to happen. We have the 7 of Cups, which I believe had appeared previously. I'm trying to get back into the groove of this. I forgot where I was at. Which, yeah, it appeared before. So it seems that maybe the fact that everyone is thinking individually of what to do, there might contribute a little bit to whether the comeback will be delayed, whether the comeback will happen, or whether it will not happen. I feel that the company will try to squeeze out a comeback then. If the answer is yes, there's a chance that the company will be like, okay, let's take out one more comeback or something before we start focusing on your individual anything you want to do. We have the Page of, and this is 7 Cups, just if anyone was wondering. And this is the Page of Pentacles reversed. So I'm getting that I don't want to curse the comeback and be like, oh, it's not going to be successful. I think it may not be as successful as many will think. Or I'm getting that if people want the group to continue as a group, it may not be a long lasting feeling of sorts. I don't know how to explain it. Because Pentacles is supposed to be a long lasting project, something stable, something what is it? Something economically beneficial, but it's reversed, so it's there's a blockage of that. So maybe people want to see the group together and want them to continue together, but I feel it's about time that everyone goes on their own and flies with their own wings. I don't know why I described it that way, but that's how it was described. What else? I feel that if there were the beginning of a long-lasting anything, it will be a bit difficult to start it. So since we're talking about the comeback, there's a chance that it will be a bit difficult for the money to be put into it, the time, the effort, and the ideas to be put into it. I feel that at the moment, the company may be thinking, oh, should we not? Everything is up in the ether. I don't know why that came to mind, but that's how it happened. Then we have the Five of Swords upright, meaning that usually this card shows a person that feels victorious, but you have these two people right behind, and one of the word of caution for this card is that you may feel like you won your battle, but the war is not over. Something along those lines. These people could always come back and get revenge. So, I mean, there's two swords on the ground, so it shows that even though there's some communication, not everything is going through, or there's some sort of distraction, or there's some sort of warning coming through. And I'm getting that with five is supposed to be a number that shows like a little obstacle that you have to overcome. And so I'm getting that communication issues will be present for this comeback, and that kind of bleeds into the Moon card. This is the Moon card, and usually shows mysterious energy, getting towards the unknown. So it kind of shows me that if there's some sort of misunderstandings or there's some miscommunication out there, the Moon kind of shows that it's because everyone is going through the unknown. And I feel that potentially the situation right now is part of the cause as to why there will not be much thought of a comeback, since we don't know when this will end. But also all of their individual desires and their individual opportunities and goals will probably be another factor that adds to this miscommunication, this misunderstandings of, okay, do we want to continue doing comebacks like this, or should we start pushing them out as individuals in whatever fields it is that they best fit. I feel that this is like a little debate about that, of what to do at the moment. But with the Moon card, I'm also getting that there will be, through a moment of darkness, there's a bit of light. That's kind of like the words that I'm sensing with this card, but I don't really know how that applies to the comeback, besides what I already mentioned. That looks like a lobster. I think it's a lobster. I don't know why I thought that was important to say, relevant, but this is Pisces energy, so who knows. There is a chance that whatever comeback they have will reach out to a lot of people emotionally and intuitively, or like it will affect people, and the energy will touch everyone in a way that is not really noticeable. I feel that if that were to happen. But then we have the Hermit reversed, so I'm getting that a lot of them will have to leave their moment of isolation if they were to make this comeback. So I said that at the moment, if I remember correctly, everyone is at home enjoying their time with their family, doing what they love, doing what they want. So I wouldn't be surprised if many of them will have to leave that hermit mode, that mode of isolation and inner healing, and start and jump back into the industry, normal business, I guess you could say. And that will probably lead a lot of them into this Two of Swords energy they will put, if you notice, oh no, it moved. If you notice, we have the two swords. The power of editing will happen. Oh, okay, we're back. We're back. So, getting back into this. So with the Two of Swords, I feel that there is the whole debate of should we have a comeback or should we not have a comeback. And if they were to have the comeback, again, I mentioned that they will come out of their isolation mode right now. And if that were the case, you have from here. You have the two swords crossed over the heart of this woman. And that kind of shows that all of them will probably have to protect their little hearts from... I mean, I feel that during this isolation moment, they're all pretty vulnerable. They're all... Not as in they're weak or they're feeling over-emotional or anything. It's just that they're in tune with themselves. And that, so they're healing all of that if they have to. Or if not, they're just conscious of it. Or they probably would. But with the two swords, I'm getting that the moment they have a comeback, they will have to close that up, guard again. And with those two swords, it will be like a form of ignoring some sort of detachment or ignoring their emotions, because the swords are more about communication and intellectual related stuff, rather than if it were the cups, then it will be more emotional stuff, more intuitive stuff, creative stuff along those lines. And with this moon right here, you see the moon right here being complete and full. So that means that there's maybe some sort of completion, some sort of renewal. That full moon type of energy, I guess you could say, will be beneficial for their comeback to clear all of those misunderstandings, all of that unknown energy. But right here we have, what is that? Not a full moon. Not even a half moon. What is that called? A waning moon? Good thing I paid attention in astronomy. Anyways, but with that moon, it kind of shows that they're not seeing things clearly. They don't even have much light to shine onto the situation, or they will close up and clamp up a little bit if they were to have a comeback. Well, I guess it's pretty normal. I don't think when they're working they show all aspects of themselves to the public. If they were, I think, I don't know who will do that. I don't see the need of them showing every single aspect of themselves to the fans or to us. Like, what's the point? I don't think we're at that level, guys. That level of trust and comfort. But then we have the Three of Swords reversed. So I'm getting that, because the Three of Swords upright is supposed to be about heartache. As you can see, the Three Swords stabbing that heart, and that guy kind of like, no, kind of like suffering in that energy. But it's reversed. I'm getting that many of them will will be protecting their heart from any pain, will be protecting themselves from anything. Whatever the outcome is, everyone will be fine. If there's a comeback, if there's not a comeback, whatever that comeback concept is, they will be fine. I also feel that with the swords energy, some of them, if they were in a place where they were in pain or in heartache, it will eventually go away. Or many of them, because of their work, will start ignoring any signs of them not being content or happy with this. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting with that card. So are they going to have a comeback or not? The cards are leaning towards a yes, but based on each individual card, I'm getting that currently with how things are going, it will be a bit difficult to say if the company is thinking of having a comeback or not. I feel that at the moment, either thinking about it, it's still too cloudy, too foggy to see exactly where they're going or where they want to take it. So at the moment, I don't really see much future in that. Even if the cards are like, yeah, there's a chance. Now, putting that aside, before ending the video, let's have the animal spirit guides give us a little word of wisdom. If there's any healing that the group has to do, what would it be? How many cards should I take out? 2, 3. 3. 3 it is. Be loyal to what you love. And if I put it right here, it's very close to the 7 of Cups. So I wouldn't be surprised if when it says be loyal to what you love, it's telling the group to follow their dreams. All of those options and goals they have individually, they should just go for it. It will be beneficial for the group as a whole. Time to heal. Snake Spirit. Yeah, I feel that also currently what they want is for all of them to focus on themselves, heal anything that has to be healed, to take advantage of this isolation moment to take care of any unfinished business or pay attention to anything they were not happy with or they felt overwhelmed and stressed with. And then one more. What else? What more of advice? What more of advice? I'm glad I'm not sleepy. Is there more advice you have for the group? Yep. Skunk Spirit. Know your worth. I feel that if any of them don't have any solo stuff or are being hesitant to have any solo anything is because at the moment some of them don't really feel that they have the skills to get it done. But the Skunk Spirit is telling you, go for it. You have the skills. You are worth it. Know that you have the ability to do anything that you want. You have options up there and all you have to do is look at them and slowly, one step at a time, reach and get it done. And look at this skunk, it's so cute. Anyways, is there anything I wanted to say? So it seems like at the moment, life just wants them to take advantage of that moment of isolation and heal anything that has to be healed, do anything that they want to do, enjoy life for what it is at the moment, slowly take care of any wounds that any pains that have to be taken care of, and then know your worth. If there's anything that they want to do, any goals and dreams that they want to accomplish, just know that you're worth it and just go for it. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing that will get in the way, I guess. I mean, it depends whatever goals it is that they have individually. Again, I don't know. I feel that the energies are individual for the group. I guess it's important for them to start seeing how each one of them is a star of their own and they can all shine with their own light. So, since the energy seems to be very individual for the whole group, stay tuned for a future video as I will want to do an individual video for each member to see what goals they have, maybe a little bit of insight towards their love life, maybe any more healing each member has to do individually, and current energies as well as what the future has ahead of them in regards to their career. So look forward to those videos. Hopefully I end up making them. And yeah, we'll get in depth with those little by little, one at a time. I mean, I showed the list on another video, so maybe, where did I leave? I have a list right here. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, this is a whole list that I have so far of, oh wait, I should put it like that. Maybe you can see it then. And, you know, the members are somewhere there. Some of them have more X's and more stars. That's because I'm going to do them. I decided that I will do Irene first, since she's the leader. And then from there, we'll go through the random die who decided everything. So we can keep it fair and not be like, oh, I want to do Joy first, so let me do Joy. And let's just do a random to see, you know, for it to be fun. But if I change it, well, I changed it because I wanted to, and we deal with it. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope you got a little bit of a relaxing, calming, and healing energy from the video. Well, see you on the next time. Next one, the other one, the one that follows. Anyway, bye.